Hey, what's up? Before we get into the video, I made some new merch that's going to keep you warm in the winter, and I'm really excited about this one. This is going to be a limited run, AI-generated Fluffee Watches Over the Universe hoodie. Now, this is a good quality hoodie. We're only doing 20 of these hoodies, so once 20 sell, that's it. Then it's sold out. We're not selling them anymore. This is the front print. This is the back print. These are AI-generated images. I spent days trying to fine-tune this with prompts, trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to be on this hoodie, and I think I got something that I'm really happy with. Honestly, I made this hoodie more for myself. I want to wear it. And if anybody tries to tell you that it's not real Fluffee merch, on the inseam, there's a little embroidered Fluffee. So that's how you know it's official. And just a reminder, there's only going to be 20 of these hoodies in the world. Well, 21, because I'm going to buy one too. Limited edition. I like it. I'm really excited for this one. Link on the screen, link in the description under the video. So get them while they're still here. Keep yourself nice and warm in the winter, and let's get into the video. Whoa. Hey, what's up? First, we'll start with this Instagram model who's trying to get eaten by lions. You need to get a good Instagram picture. You gotta get that good Instagram video. You know who's not the king of the jungle? Instagram models. You know who is the king of the jungle? Lions. I can't really blame her that much though, because the guide is telling her to go near the lions. Yeah, why don't you just turn around and back up slowly towards these giant creatures that could kill you at any second? That is a picture I'm not willing to risk my life for. Like, hey, why don't you just take a picture that makes it look like the lions are really close? Or hey, take a picture of me over here standing by this tree, and then I'll take a picture of the lions and I'll Photoshop them behind me later. Climate protesters glue themselves to Porsche Museum but needed to go potty. Staff simply left, turning off heat and lights rather than calling the police. That's the way you deal with protesters. Like, oh, you want to protest? All right, I guess you can live here forever now. You just come in and they're just going to be sitting there in piles of their own pee and shit. I feel like whenever these protesters glue their hands to things, they don't think things through. Were you wearing a diaper? At the very least, you gotta be wearing a diaper. At least have a shit bucket you guys can pass around. Did anyone bring a Game Boy? No one brought their Switch? You guys are not prepared. And when did the guy from Big Bang Theory start doing protests? Is that show off the air yet? Are they still doing new seasons? Someone give this man some work so he doesn't have to glue himself to a Porsche. Warning, this container is not microwavable or ovenable. In fact, you should probably just not eat this at all. It's not edible, it's not eatable, it's not digestible, it's not poopable. Just don't eat it. What is it? It doesn't look great. This container is not microwave or ovenable. Alright, I'm pretty sure ovenable is not a word. Well, I mean, don't put plastic in the oven. That's day one stuff, okay? You don't put plastic containers in the oven, they will melt. A passenger who apparently missed her flight has tried to catch it by running after the plane on the tarmac. Here's the video. What the hell did you think you were going to accomplish? Oh yeah, I'll just run up there, knock on the door, and they'll open it mid-flight. What the hell are you thinking, lady? Look, I know this scene from Liar Liar was really fun to watch, but if it happened in real life, Jim Carrey would have been shot. He would have died on the tarmac. It would have been a much sadder ending to that movie. You can't just run up and go... I'm sorry, you missed your flight, you catch the next one. That's on you. You should have been more prepared. And if you want to get on the flight, then the thing to do, I saw this in Con Air. What you do is you grab on to the landing gear and then it'll go up in the plane and then you're on the plane. Although it didn't go really well for Dave Chappelle's character, he froze to death. So, maybe don't do that. Maybe just, I don't know, be on time for your flight. There you go. My uncle is explaining to me, a final year genetic engineer student, that preferring a boy child is not sexist because boys carry the most important genetic components of the family line. And a girl's genetic code changes when she is married off to another family. I am in awe. Wow, your uncle's really dumb, huh? And that was the last time you ever had a conversation with Uncle Steve. I keep saying Uncle Steve. I have an Uncle Steve, so if he watches my videos, he's gonna think I'm calling him stupid all the time. It's just Steve is the first name that comes to my head when I think of an uncle. It's okay, my Uncle Steve probably doesn't watch my videos. If you do, what's up, Steve? Haven't seen you in a while. Daily Mail Australia. If you think you've been to Australia before, you're terribly wrong. Flat Earthers' latest viral conspiracy claims Australia isn't real. What? How in the hell can you think Australia is not real? Where do you think we keep all the deadly animals? We keep them in Australia. All the deadly insects, the deadly reptiles, the deadly animals, we ship them all to Australia. That's where they live. I mean, there's lots of nice people living in Australia too. I mean, just ask the people living in Australia. Actually, this one was posted to Reddit by someone who lives in Australia and basically just said, well, where the fuck am I standing then? And he dropped a C word in there. Yeah, you know. The C word that just rolls off British and Australian tongues just so nicely. But if I say it, I'll probably get demonetized. He called him a continuing inspiration in his life. I played Doom Eternal for 100 hours in one day, and this is what happened. I learned how to time travel, because I was like, holy shit. Wow, you learned how to bend time and space? Is that what happened? Because there's not 100 hours in 24 hours, in case you didn't know. There is not 100 hours in one day. One day is 24 hours, and there is not 100 hours in 24 hours. This is what happened. I realized I was on ecstasy, and that time is just a river. It's just a made-up construct. It's not even real, man. Oh, he just did drugs. A man ordered a Boilermaker in a marketplace and decided to test it at a drop-off point, but no water. Look, I don't really know how a Boilermaker works, but he fucked up, clearly, because it melted, and the woman's just like, well, that sucks. Send it back and say it came damaged. Somebody melted it in the box. Woman tried using a lighter at the gas station. Yeah, watch this one. What the hell did you think would happen? See, here's the thing, is when something's flammable, you shouldn't put flames near it. Flame and flammable does not mix. Flame is in the word of flammable, you should know. She saw flammable and she was like, oh, so I should light it on fire. It means it's really good. It means it lights up really nice. And then she's trying to pat it out and like put it out. I'm sorry, lady. Go, run. You just blew up the gas station. It's time to go. Get a fire extinguisher. At least throw snowballs at it. Your hands aren't doing anything. I understand she's in a panic. She's like, what the hell just happened? Why were you even using the lighter? You were trying to like melt ice off of it or something? What were you're trying to see in there? Was there like a little man down there and you're like, what are you saying to me, little man? I just don't understand why you would have a lighter near your gas tank ever. Why that would ever be a thing for you to do. Unless you were literally trying to blow up someone's car. It's just beyond. Oh, and then everybody just drives off like, well, shit, she's on her own. The guy's sitting there watching this unfold like, I guess I should leave now before I die. I mean, at the very least, next time lean your head out and just give her a like, what are you doing? That's fire. You're gonna kill us all. I was a C-section prematurely. By medical definition, I was never born. What medical definition, LOL? A C-section birth is birth. No, the medical definition of birth requires the child to pass through birth canal. I never passed through it. A C-section is a C-section, and a birth is a birth. These are the kind of people that are so dumb you can't even talk to them. Don't even bother trying to argue with this person. Just be like, all right, whatever. All right, you were never born. You don't fucking exist. I don't give a shit. I'll just move on with my life and you can keep being dumb. Anyway, let's end it there. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Come up to your screen real quick. Boop! Check out the Fluffy beanies. Go check out the merch. Get your new exclusive hoodie. Only 20 of these will ever be available. Check out my Patreon, patreon.com/FLuffeeTalks, and get yourself some merch.